Good morning, everyone. Look at that for a thumbnail. Babies. Look at them on their cushions. Happy Monday, everyone. I'm not long back from the swimming. As you can see, I'm a hot mess. But anyway. Where's my lilt? There it is. Got my lilt. Lilt with the totally tropical taste. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy beginning of a new week. The beginning of a new week. I hope you're all well. I hope you had a nice weekend. I had a nice weekend, a relaxing weekend, but I had a terrible sleep last night. Good morning, lovely Sasha. Yeah, well, what a thumbnail that is with the babas. Good morning, Sarah, Gemma, KJ, good morning. Good morning to you all. Beautiful people. I hope you're all good. There we are, wait, I get a wee drink. I had a bad night's sleep last night, Lauren. Good morning to you. I don't know what was up. I'm just off the Skype to my mum. I'm very good, lovely Sasha. I'm doing good. Done my swimming this morning. But last night I was tossing and turning. There's my lovely sky. There's my lovely sky. I was tossing and turning all night. I don't know what was wrong with me. I kept waking up and... She's good, KJ, my daughter, but she's no longer got pink hair. She's got icy blue hair. She's changed it up for the winter. She's doing good. She's working a lot though. I mean, I sent her a wee text at the weekend saying, how are you? I've not heard from you for a while, but she's just really, really busy. But I'm hoping that she gets back into doing her Lush videos, because Lush has got a lot of new stuff in it. I do love Lush. I wish that they weren't so expensive though, Lush. Because I love my favourite is Honey I Washed the Kids. I love that smell, and that's what I've got for my shower. So when I'm showering, I'm smelling like that. It's beautiful. And I've got the shampoo bar. I don't know if you've seen it. It looks like a bar of soap. It's like a wee round bar like that. And it's shampoo, and you just shampoo your hair with it. It saves on packaging and stuff. So I've got the Honey I Washed the Kids shampoo as well. So I do love, I wish she would get back into it, but she is awful busy. I know she is awful busy. I was hoping that she would come with me tomorrow. I've been Google mapping my journey again. Mind the last time I went to the garage I got lost twice. But I did manage to just turn round a roundabout and then get back on track. So that's me. I'll be way up the mountains of Stirling tomorrow. But then I'll be showing you, I'll be taking you out in the car. You'll all be going up. Yeah, I wonder if I can get, oh, let me see if I can get a picture of her. There's lovely Buff Carrot. Buff Carrot, I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a really good weekend. I hope you were celebrating. Let's see if I can get a picture of my daughter up. Hold on a minute to we do this. There's my lovely M. There's my beautiful M. Good morning, M. I hope you're doing good. Wait a minute till I find her. I'll show you her hair. Right. I'm sure she put a picture up the other day that I'll come. Right, I'll show you. This is her with her new colour of hair. See, it's icy blue. That was her last year. And she says that's the normal now. There she is, look, with her blue hair. So thank you very much, everyone. So she done that for the winter. The pink hair's for spring and summer, and the blue hair's for winter. She's a Rangers fan, Buff Carrot. So she ripped me apart. Her and her father ripped me apart on Saturday, but I can take it. You see, I can take it like a man. sometimes. Yeah, see, my scalp's bad with it. See the amount of swimming I do, and even my skin gets beat up, and look, I've got dry patches. It's just all the chlorine, and I don't want to stop doing my swimming, so I wash my hair 3 times and then condition it every time I come out of the swimming. But I've still got really dry patches on my scalp. I've tried that. Look, I've got this as well, and I've been putting this on my scalp. It's not helping. It's wishful thinking. I think I've tried everything under the sun. Oh, see, I get notes as well, but it's the dryness. But as I say, look, you can see it on my eyes and everything. Just the amount of chlorine. But I'm not. Listen, I'm not stopping my swimming. I've tried the swimming cap. The water still gets in. In fact, I was double capping. I swear to God, I was double capping. That's how safe I was up the swimming. I was putting the right tight one on first like that, and then another one on top like this, and I was like this when I was swimming, and the water still managed to get in because I've got to have my face right in the water. I'm a mermaid, you see. So I was double capping, and the water was still getting in. Eddie from Vacation. Oh yes, it was a hat I think he had. See, my hair doesn't know what it wants to do. My hair doesn't know if it wants to be curly, look, or straight. Wild, as that's what my hair's, just wild. It matches my nature. I love this. See, that's how GHD straighteners are the best for my hair. Get that into your hair. Some straighteners. But I'm at the age now. I'm embracing the greyness and stuff. I'm just embracing old age. Facing up to facts. You've got to sometime. I'll tell you a story. Absolutely true. In fact, I was talking about this story yesterday, and I was really sad about this story. Good morning, Brookie Brook. A Johnny Depp dream. Try and get back to it. That's my advice. Try and get back to that, because I'd be trying my hardest to get back to that dream if it was Johnny Depp. So years and years and years ago, but I'm talking about back in the 80s, right? Remember when everybody was getting perms, even the guys were getting perms, and their hair was long. It was like a mullet the men had, and at the back they would have some curls. They would be perming. So I wanted a perm badly, and I thought I'm going to go to a professional. I'm not going to do this myself. I'm going to a professional. So away I went to the hairdressers, and they put all the perm and the curls in, and the paper on it, and the curled it, and then they put me under that big machine thing that comes round and you sit. Well, I was sitting and sitting and sitting. Nobody was coming near me. I sat for about an hour and a half, and I was thinking to myself, "My God, I'm sure they should have come over by now." And then all of a sudden, a woman with absolute horror on her face came over and she went, "Oh, we forgot about you, hen. Oh my God, we forgot about you." And I was like, "Oh my God, this can't be happening." So they take all the colours out and they put the relaxing stuff or the neutraliser or something in your hair, right? See, when they dried my hair, it was tight curls like that, really, really tight curls into my head like that. It was terrible, and I was nearly crying. And she was saying to me, "It'll start relaxing." Because they're not going to admit they were wrong and gave me a terrible perm. So it was bad. I knew it was bad looking in the mirror. I was crying looking in the mirror. So I was just going out with my ex-husband at this point, and we went to one of his relatives' house, and everybody was having a drink, and I'm sitting there with this terrible, terrible perm, And one of my ex husband's family members turned around and said to me, "Who knitted your hair?" I was like, I was devastated. I was like, I was like that. Who knitted your hair? That's what I got, and I remember I was at that stage. You get embarrassed with anything. Do you know what I mean? It was bad. I put a whole thing of baby oil on my hair to try and relax this. It was the tightest curls that you've ever seen in your life. It was bad. And everybody that's seen it would go, "Oh, oh," and then go, "Oh, it suits you, it's nice." Oh, oh, like that. And you know it's bad. You're like, you're like, "I know it's bad." And they're going, "See, in time that'll all relax and there'll be lovely curls." I've never had a perm since. That put me off. Imagine forgetting about me. I would have been better with a home perm kit. Forgot, left me for an hour and a half or something it was under this bloody machine. It was so, and I paid for it too, and it was expensive. So that was it. That was my experience with perms. Never again. But that's who knitted your hair. Now that cut me to the bone. That comment back then. If it was now, I'd have said to him, "You talking about your cheeky," and probably a swear word. Um, but back then I just took it. I was like that. I was crying into my flavouring. I was like that. So no, I don't. I'm never getting a perm. Yes, guy. But see, listen, see after the chemo, I don't know what that does to your hair follicles or your roots or whatever, but your hair comes in curly. I swear. Mine's came in like my hair was all wavy. In fact, see, even my eyebrows were coming in tight curls like that in my eyebrows and everything. I was like, what the hell's going on? So, see now, it's just hair to me. It's just hair. See, if I need to take it all off, I would do it. Yes, that is. See, I still get a bit of hair on my legs that I've got to shave now and again, but I don't really get hairs under my armpits. But I'm thinking that was a surgery that done that, because they basically cut into my armpits. But my eyebrows are terrible because that's really just one eyebrow. They meet here. If I was to let them just be wild and free, they would be down here. I would have a little V like that, a monobrow. See if a monobrow comes back in fashion, I've knocked it off. I'm going to be like on covers of magazines and stuff. Good morning, lovely Nathan. I hope you're well. Hope you had a nice weekend. So I watched a few things over the weekend. Remember, I was watching The Haunting of Bly Manor. Oh my god. Right, I'm watching it for a wee bit of horror story. I broke my bloody heart at it. See, I'm not even going to, in case you want to watch it. When he's got, the ending is heartbreaking. I was sitting like that, watching this. I was wanting a wee bit of a scare for Halloween. It's not a scary story at all. It's a terrible, sad story. So I watched that and I wasn't pleased because I was crying. And then I watched for the very first time Corpse Bride, Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. First time watching it and I loved it because I love Nightmare and Nightmare Before Christmas and stuff. So I watched that as well. And then all day yesterday I binged watched The Staircase. Oh, that was something else. I promise I will. I promise I'll watch Jack Frost. I might even do that today. Oh, The Haunting in the Hill House is much better, I would say, and much scarier, I would say. Um, but the Haunting in Bly Manor, it ends up it's not a haunting. It's the most terrible, sad story ever. I was sitting breaking my heart. Honest, I was, I was like that. I phoned my mum and I was like, "Mum," like that. That's how sad it was. Yes, Jay, it definitely is more of a love story than a horror story. I was waiting in a wee. I wouldn't have watched it if I knew that it was going to be sad, but it is. So my emotions have been all over the place, all over the. And I had a bad night. Last night I kept waking up, falling asleep, waking up, and I had the most bizarre dream. I dreamt I was in a nest, right? But it was a giraffe's nest. A giraffe had a nest, but this giraffe wasn't like normal giraffes. It only had two legs, and it was about 100 feet tall. It was the biggest giraffe you've ever seen in your life, and it had a person's face, but the rest it's a giraffe. And I was in its nest. So there you go. That's my mate. See if I was to tell a psychiatrist or something that story, it'd be like, oh, it'd be ticking a lot of boxes, going like, oh, all right. Ooh, I've not seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Eminem wasn't there. It was just this big, massive giraffe with two legs with a person face. It was weird. Yes, I did, Brookie Brook. They've took her out again. I was watching Joy and they introduced, I think her name's Canuck, this other otter, female otter, and they seem to get on fine. But see, for the past few days, he wasn't wanting to go in the water with her, and he wasn't wanting to swim. He was only going in the water when he was getting fed. So they've took her out just now. I think they'll reintroduce her as well because he needs to get used to otter friends. But it was so cute seeing him seeing another otter. Oh, thank you so much, Sandra, for writing that. I'm so glad I helped. That makes my day. Thank you, Em, for pointing that out to me. Because sometimes I don't see it. I don't see it. That's very kind of you to say that, Sandra, and I hope I can continue making you feel a bit happier and stuff. So today, I don't know what I'm going to watch. I'll watch Jack Frost. That's what I'm going to watch. Well, see, I don't know if I'm wanting brutal, Sky. See, I don't know if I want brutal. I'm wanting more like haunting kind of thing. That's what I want. More, less gore and more haunting. That's what I like. A bit scary stuff. See, like the Sixth Sense and stuff like that. That's the kind of spookiness I like. The Others is another one that I really like. But Haunting the Bly Man, I'm telling you. See, if you want to cry your eyes out, then I would say that's a film for you. That's a good film to watch. I wasn't prepared, you see. Normally, if I'm going to watch a tearjerker, I've got my hankies ready. I was like that. There was mascara everywhere. Ooh, see, I've seen that as well. I'm not really frightened of clowns. I keep thinking I would punch him. Oh, I am well up. See, I'll need my hankies again then. I've got new boxes of hankies over there, so I'll be prepared. Do you know what one that does it to me every time as well? Phenomenon with John Travolta. Ooh, Conjuring. I'll need to watch that too. I don't know if I've seen that, but Phenomenon with John Travolta is a marvellous film, but you cry your eyes out at it. Even though you've seen it a million times, you still cry. Do you know what I was doing? I'm going to be honest with you. What I was doing this morning is I drove to the gym and back, listening to the Partridge Family Christmas album before Halloween. I was doing it. I was singing it. Frosty the Snowman. Dee, dee, dee. I was like that this morning. So listen, see if you get your decorations up and somebody says you're a bit early, you can name drop me and go, look, she was had the Christmas music on in October. That's fine. I don't mind if he's blame me. But it's getting really cold and our clocks go back. I think it's this weekend our clocks go back because it's going to be my son's birthday in 10 days. And he's going to be 19. I get married at 19. That's scary, isn't it? I was, do you know, I felt like a big woman. That's what I did when I got married. It is the most I'll show you out the window. It's the most horrible bleak day. Look at that. That's typical Scottish weather. Do you know what I'm thinking as well? Can you remember I kept talking about the wee man, the wee old man, and he would walk across there, he would have like an Asda bag, and he'd walk a few steps and then he'd stop and he kind of talks to himself and he looks about, and then he walks another few steps and he stops and he looks about. I've always felt for that wee man, even though I don't really know him. I've not seen him for about a month and a half now, and I'm thinking the worst. Jenny, I'm there with you. See, as soon as these Halloween decorations go down, and I don't forget, I'm getting my new tree. I can't wait for my new tree. It'll all be going up. It'll be window decorations. It's going to be the whole shebang. The whole shebang. I'm going to have the projectors out. There's going to be projectors. So, I mean, I don't care what MD thinks. It's my house. See, if people say you shouldn't have that. You're not staying here, are you? No. See, if it makes you happy, then why not? I mean, you're not doing any harm. Sasha, my new... Oh, I need to show you my new tree again. Oh, can't wait for it. I can't wait for this new tree. Not the one that goes here. The one that goes here is a 7 foot. And that's only a few years old. And that one will still be there with white decorations on it. But wait till you see this one that I've got. It's an absolute beauty. Let's see if it comes up. There it is. Look at that. See, it was white at the top and then it gets pinker and pinker and pinker as it goes down. It's an ombre. It's an ombre. So I get the 6 foot because it's going to go out there. I get the 6 foot one, and then the 7 foot for in here. Do you know how long that's going to take me to do? It's going to take me, it takes me about 4 or 5 days. I'm not joking, to do my decorations. But I enjoy doing it. I thoroughly enjoy having Michael Bublé on blasting out. I like a bit of Michael Bublé. Yeah, I love his name as well. Oh, Sky. Well, I'm sure you're going to be snatched up soon. Buffalo Bills. Is that your football team, Brookie Brook? See, we don't have Target in the UK. I wish we did. Oh, Sasha. See, the very first Christmas I had in my own flat was a sad one. I don't mean to bring these down, but it was a sad one because we had no money, right? And see, my living room, there was hardly any furniture. There was a pool table in the middle of the living room, right, when I got married. It was a 1 bedroom flat. We had a pool table in the living room. We had a couple of couches. We had a seat that you would use for a dressing table and a little telly TV on top of it in the corner. And that was all we had. And we had like our cooker and wash machine and stuff. We had nothing. We had absolutely nothing. And we didn't have much money. And I remember I was desperate for a tree for Christmas, and I was like, it's not going to be the same. So I had £5 on me, and I went to Asda and I bought a real Christmas tree for £5. It was in a pot, and it was like a little Christmas tree, and I brought it home. And when I put a bauble on that side, the whole tree would go and bend over. So I was having to put a bauble on the other side to try and counterbalance it. So it ended up looking like Charlie Brown's tree. Here, gee, that's what we done back then, because there was no mobile phones or anything like that. We played pool. That's what we used to do. We used to play pool, stuff like that. That's how, remember I told you the story that when me and my ex-husband went to Santa Ponza in Spain, I won that in a competition, and we met this couple in the Celtic bar. Yeah, of course. And this guy was talking about how great a pool player he was, and I was thinking, oh, here we go. I played pool every single day for like 3 years, but anyway. So I says to him, I'd like to give you, you're good at pool? And he was going, I'm great at pool. I says, I'll give you a game though. And I was going, so what do you do? Is it the white ball that you hit? Or do you hit the, and he's going, you hit the white ball, right? He broke like that. And then it was my turn, and I just wiped up. I just went right around the table going like that. And then I went like that to shake his hand, and he done that to me. It was great fun though. It was good. There's my lovely virus. Good morning to you. Oh my goodness, JC, I never thought of that. This was just a tiny little plant pot tree that I had. See, I love the smell of it. In fact, I'll show you what I've got. See, so all my Christmas stuff's already starting. I mean, I can't kid you on. Let's go. To put on my radiators. Oh, it smells so good. See, you can actually, they come with little hook things, and you can put them on your Christmas tree. But I put them on my radiator, so when my radiators are on, the whole place smells beautiful. And this smells like pine. White winter fir. So that just smells like Christmas. Oh, your cat. I've actually seen pictures of people's cats in the trees. Virus. I mean, even if you can't afford gifts, see, just being with people or listening to festive music, or even like, see, singing carols and stuff like that. Don't knock it, because it makes you feel good. So anything like that, it's not all about gifts. I always try to teach my children that Christmas wasn't about the gifts. We should all remember what Christmas is actually about. A lot of people forget. I remember, see, especially Sophie, I remember one year Sophie, when she came down and she's seen all the presents, the first thing she said was, "Happy birthday, Jesus." my, my heart was melting. Jenny, I'm going to tell you a bad mum story, right? It's going to be, Blueberry's a bad mother. Amanda, right, my Amanda, when she was in, I don't know what you call it, but it's like the walkie, we called it. And you put your child in it, and it's got like wheels, and they can walk about the place, right? So she was in one of them, so she could get about like that. So this year that we had the Christmas tree, I had it in the corner of our second house. I had it in the corner, and I had a chair here and a chair here, so that if she went over, she couldn't get it. Right? She couldn't get the tree because it was kind of barricaded in. So I had went in, I was folding clothes or something like that, and she's in the living room. I had stuff on the telly for her, and I comes in just to see her. She had actually went up on one leg like that, and she was leaning over to the tree like that, leaning over, and before I could get over, she'd grabbed the tree, and it was like slow motion, and the tree came down on top of her like that, and Amanda was in the tree. There was baubles all over the place. I was screaming. She was fine, but the whole tree was on top of her. She was in it. She was in the Christmas tree with lights and everything all around her. So we had to rethink the barricades. You just turn your back for a second. Turn my back for a second, and she had climbed up like that on the side of the walkie, and managed to reach over and just grab a wee bit and the whole thing came down. So that was me. That was me. I was like a bad mother that day. The tree was down. The tree was down. Amanda was in the tree. Amanda can honestly say that she's been inside a Christmas tree. She wasn't hurt or even scratched. There was nothing, absolutely nothing. It was just the shock, I think, of the tree. It was like slow motion watching it just coming down like that on top of her. She was absolutely fine, and we laughed afterwards, but at the time I got a terrible shock as well. You know, I can imagine me saying her casually, how did your daughter get that? Well, she put the Christmas tree down on top of herself. And they'd be looking at you as if, is that true or did you hit her? But see, I remember Sophie split her chin open one time. She was coming down a hill on a bike and she'd pulled her brakes and she went right over and she landed straight down on her chin and burst her chin open, and there wasn't a scratch on the rest of her body, her hands or anything. Absolutely no scratch anywhere else, just burst her chin open. So again, I was like, okay, let's go in the car. We're going on a little journey. Hold that cloth there. We're going in the car. Inside, I'm screaming. Driver to the emergency. And they looked at how did it happen. I was saying she fell off her bike and blah, blah, blah. They asked Sophie the story about 10 times. I'm not kidding. What happened? How did it happen? But where were you going? What is it you were doing? You know, because I thought, do you think I've bopped my daughter in the face? That's what I was, the vibes I was getting. But I do understand I've got to ask all of those questions. But as a parent, you feel guilty as hell because you're like, I know, she was on her bike. She was like, and it was terrible because see, every time she talked, the stitches would burst open. She's probably still got a wee scar there to this day. Sky, this year is going to be better. Do you know what we'll do? We'll have a live stream. Why don't we have a live stream on like a Saturday or something, and we can all come on and sing a wee Christmas song to each other or something like that. And if you don't want me to leave the stream up, I'll delete it afterwards. And we could do something like that and try and get a wee bit of Christmas spirit. And do you know what else I like to do? Now, I don't like to just listen to like pop music, as we called it, like Mariah Carey. I like to listen to like hymns. See, like Come All Ye Faithful and We Three Kings and all they kind of songs. I like all that as well. I get excited with all they kind of things. So we could maybe do something like that coming up to Christmas, eh? You can come on and we can all have a wee sing song or whatever. I mean, I'm a terrible singer. You've heard me sing. I'm not very good, but I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll come on and I'll belt it out. I'll belt out a song. Yeah, Celine Dion's good as well. I like Michael Bublé. I must admit, I like a bit of Michael Bublé. And I also like listening to the Nutcracker. Do you know what's the best thing about Christmas, especially if you've not got any money? Making gifts. Making gifts for one another. And that's they're even more special because you're not just going out to a shop and buying it. You're thinking about what you're going to make the person, and then the time that you take to make it and everything like that. They kind of gifts are the best gifts, even if it's just like a card. As I was talking to my son the other day, and I thought, I remember the year that I was going through all the chemo and all that. I sat, found it about October, and I cross-stitched all my neighbours' Christmas cards. It took me a full day to do one card, and I think there was like 20 or 30 cards or something, and I cross-stitched little Christmas trees, and I put little bits of tinsel and stuff on the Christmas tree, and then see how the glitter for your hair, I sprayed it on the cloth and then put it on a card and put stickers and all that on it, and it was really good. I hope the neighbours liked it. They might have went, what's this shite? Put it in the bin. But it took me a long time, but I enjoyed doing that, and it felt it felt even Christmassier because you're doing projects like that. Yes, well, listen, we'll keep the Christmas spirit is alive in this chat, that's for sure. As I say, I'm feeling Christmassy already, and it's not even Halloween. And I think we deserve an early Christmas after what we've went through this year, don't you think? But we should do that, and maybe even like come on and say things that you're thankful for. See, instead of thinking about all the bad things, think about something that's happening great in your life, something that's wonderful in your life, even if it's just waking up and you see the snow, or something like that, and we can talk about Christmassy things. Not see gifts. Gifts are just a small part of Christmas for me. I like the dinner's the most important part for me. When I stand in there and make the turkey and all the rest of it, and the family sit down and we'll pull Christmas crackers, and that's what I like. I love all that kind of thing. So I think we're going to go and watch Jack Frost now. that or National Lampoon's Christmas. I've already watched that one, so I'm not going to lie about it. And I've watched The Bishop's Wife. Listen, see if you haven't seen The Bishop's Wife. Have I got the link for that? Could I put the link here? It's an old film and it's in black and white. And it's Cary Grant. Oh my god. It's Cary Grant. And it's the most Christmassy film. I'm going to give you a link here and see if you can get this. This will make you feel Christmassy. Right. This is going to make you feel Christmassy. Right. See if you click that. That's going to be one of the best Christmas films that you've seen. It's like it reminds me a bit like It's a Wonderful Life, because it's an old film and it's like black and white, and it's like the meaning of Christmas that's behind it. It's about an angel as well. So, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful film to watch. See, as soon as I watch it, I'm going to message you and tell. I'll be crying again. I was crying at the weekend. I was. I get dead emotional sometimes. I really, really do. And sometimes people send me beautiful messages, and my heart can't take any more. You know, my heart's. I don't even know how to explain it. And then I end up crying, and that makes more room in my heart for more stories. So sometimes I've got to let that crying out, and then I'm back to okay, I can take it. Sometimes people's stories really, really touch my heart so much. And I'm glad I've got all of yous that I can talk to. Oh, yeah. Do you know what's even worse, Catherine? It's the snowman and the snow dog. The wee boy's dog dies right at the very beginning of that. I'm in tears before the thing started. I was in tears about the wee dog. See, if dogs or cats get killed in the film, that's it. I can't watch it. See, I Am Legend. I Am Legend is a marvellous, marvellous film, right? But I can't watch it now because I know that there's a dog that gets killed in it. I can't be doing that in this house. We're getting dogs killed. Thank you, sweet M. Yeah, sometimes you've got to let it out. Sometimes people try and bottle it up, emotions, but I can't. See, when my emotions are at the limit, they've got to be released. Catherine, I know it's a shame. It's like watching Bambi. See the writer of Bambi? Mother, mother, mother. See that? my kids were breaking their heart. I think we watched that once. Once was enough of Bambi. Giving the kids that. I mean, my God. Who wrote that? Right, okay, we're going to make a movie, and the very first thing is the mother dies and leaves the baby. Mother. I can't get that out of my head. That Bambi bit. And the dad comes along like that and then takes Bambi away. Well, the snowman and snow dog. Dog dies right off the bat. Dog dead. Dead dog. That's not Christmassy. For God's sake. But they're going to have next a commercial where Rudolph gets it. Right off the bat. Let's kill Rudolph. Yes, Home Alone's good as well, KJ. Right, well, I'm going to go now and I'm going to watch I'm going to watch Jack Frost right now, That's what I'm going to do. I'll get my box of hankies and get ready. Christmas Texas Chainsaw. Oh. So thank you everyone anyway for coming in and talking to me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I don't know what time I'll be on tomorrow because there's something happening tomorrow. Something good. Beep, 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 beep. We'll be getting my car tomorrow so you can see it tomorrow. I'll not be able to sleep again tonight thinking about it, to be quite honest. So I will see you at some point tomorrow anyway. Maybe a wee run. I don't know what's going to happen. I love you all very much. Thank you for being there for me. And I'm always here for yous. Bye.